Yeah.
Councilmember Grant.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you, McFarlin, for listening to the neighbors and taking that feedback and doing better. And then also I did have somebody reach out to me via email, kind of questioning why we would approve this. And I just want to read out a list of uses that I think you're thinking about for your second floor, as you mentioned earlier, like dental, counseling. Just for the folks at home to know, like, what can be offered there. So intake and assessment services, case management services, resource development services, community education services, job placement services, volunteer training, internship programs, professional development programs and services, housing supportive services, emergency supportive services, office uses, counseling services, professional support services, education classes, organization services, medical and well-being care clinics, offices and services, nonprofit ancillary child care services, meeting space for support, recovery, and community organizations. All of which I really appreciate and think our community needs, and I hope the folks listening at home who were questioning this can see the value of having a little bit extra at a time like this. So thank you.
Councilmember Sadler.
Yes, so I also wanted to thank you guys for doing this. You are wonderful community partners. You don't have to be a member to receive the support and the benefits that you guys offer in our community, and that speaks volumes. I love the possibility of what the second floor has to offer. Councilmember Grant just listed all of those services, and it's pretty incredible to think about what you guys can continue to offer and grow into in this community, because you are just one of the most exceptional community partners I've seen here, outside of food and shelter, which I have to give them props, but you guys partner with them as well. And so it's just a really wonderful thing to watch. And you guys practice what you preach in your doors. And I really, really appreciate that. And it's a nice thing to see in our community. So thank you so much. And I'm happy to vote yes for this.
Councilmember Schuler.
Yes, I'm just going to kind of pile on the praise for McFarlin and the work that y'all do. I think that it's been really clear to a lot of people since the pandemic about the need for facilities like this with individuals experiencing food insecurity, and then not to mention what could potentially go on and provide extra services to the community above and beyond what you're already doing with that second floor addition. And I think, to hear Rod talk about, the numbers of the food that goes in and out of that facility, I think that it's pretty astonishing with kind of your current facility. And so I'm only anticipating that you will be able to serve more people with this expanded capacity. And I think, talking also about the community partnerships that you have created, the way that you work with other facilities within our community to make sure that, items do not go unused or anything like that, is fantastic. And I would also like to say that I think you are a shining light for what our faith-based community is doing in Norman, and so that I hope other churches and faith-based organizations are looking to you as kind of the model that is being set, where you can step up where there is a need and continue to provide expanded services. So I'm exuberantly happy to vote yes and approve this project. Thank you for all the work that you do.
Councilmember Holman.
Thank you. I just also want to extend a thank you for providing this needed service in our community. The efforts of your congregation and other groups in town and nonprofits means we're in a situation where the city is not having to explore building a food pantry or operating one. And so that's something we've talked a lot about, is if we're able to have our nonprofits, church organizations, and private businesses helping to address those issues, it means the city government doesn't have to be as directly involved. And that's kind of what we want. We want to see the community coming together to address these issues we have in our city. And I agree fully. You're leading by example, and I really appreciate all of you. Thank you.
All right. Motion on the floor is to adopt the ordinance on second reading. Council members, you may cast your votes.
All votes have been cast, and the motion to adopt the ordinance upon second reading passes unanimously.
Excellent. I'll entertain a motion to adopt or